there's a building in Hong Kong that was never officially declared haunted. No headlines, no investigation, no warning signs. And yet, it was shut down overnight, quietly, like something people were trying not to talk about. Because too many people, tourists, short-term guests, even staff, started reporting the same thing. They were seeing someone in rooms they were supposed to be alone in. It was known as Block C, part of an old residential complex on the edge of the city. Not abandoned, not luxurious, just forgotten. The kind of place tourists booked because it was cheap and available, and locals avoided without really explaining why. The hallways always felt colder than they should have been. The lights flickered, even after maintenance replaced them. Elevators would stop on floors no one pressed, and when the doors opened, there was nothing there. Just empty corridors stretching into silence. At first, the complaints were easy to ignore. One guest said he woke up in the middle of the night and saw someone standing in the corner of his room, facing the wall. He assumed it was a dream. Another said she kept hearing soft breathing behind her while brushing her teeth. Every time she turned around, there was nothing there. A couple checked out early after just one night. They didn't ask for a refund. They just said they couldn't sleep because something in the room kept shifting, but only in the mirror. Management dismissed it as paranoia, bad lighting, overactive imagination. Different people, different rooms, different nights, nothing that should have connected, until someone decided to actually compare the reports. That's when things changed. Every single person described the same figure. A woman, long dark hair, standing completely still, facing the wall. It didn't matter what floor they were on. It didn't matter which room. The descriptions were identical down to the smallest detail. The same posture, the same silence, the same feeling that something wasn't right, not just about her presence, but about the way she stood there, like she wasn't supposed to move at all. Then the details started getting worse. Guests began saying she wasn't always facing the wall. Sometimes she was facing them, but only in reflections. One tourist recorded a video inside his room, just talking casually, documenting his stay. He didn't notice anything strange while filming, but later, when he watched it back, he saw it. Behind him, in the mirror, a figure standing far closer than it should have been. Still, silent, and this time not facing the wall. Facing him, the timestamp on the video read 3:12 a.m. That number started appearing everywhere. Almost every report, every complaint, every strange occurrence happened at exactly the same time. Not 3:10, not 3:15, always 3:12 a.m. Like something inside the building followed a schedule no one understood. That's when management finally decided to check the CCTV footage. At first, nothing stood out. Just empty hallways, closed doors, quiet floors. Then one camera positioned at the end of a long corridor glitched. Just for a second. A brief flicker, barely noticeable. When the image came back, there was someone standing there. No door had opened. No footsteps were recorded. No movement leading up to it. Just a figure, already there. They reviewed the footage frame by frame, trying to understand how it appeared. That's when they noticed something even worse. It wasn't walking. It wasn't moving like a person. It was shifting, like something trying to imitate movement. Like it didn't quite understand how human bodies were supposed to work. Then came the night that ended everything. A tourist checked into room 312. Nothing unusual about him. No complaints. No calls to the front desk. But by morning, he hadn't checked out. Staff used a spare key to enter the room. Everything looked normal. The bed was untouched. The lights were still on. His belongings were exactly where he left them. But something felt wrong. Not in the room itself. In the mirror. Because in the reflection, they saw two people standing inside that room. One facing the mirror, and one standing behind, facing the wall. When they turned around to look directly into the room, there was only one body. The building was shut down less than 48 hours later. No announcement. No investigation made public. The doors were locked, the windows sealed, and whatever records existed disappeared. Today, Block C still stands, empty, silent, untouched. But some people say if you pass by late at night, if you look closely at the dark windows, you might still see a figure inside one of the rooms, completely still, facing the wall. And if you look long enough, you might realize it's not alone anymore.